I'm Pedro Andrade here in the Barrel Room at City Winery in New York. Tonight we're celebrating artisanal talent, and our first looks begin with a unique musical collective here in New York City.
The Citizens Band is a collective of 20 plus or minus musicians, singers, dancers, aerialists, contortionists, and we take old songs to sort of make a statement of how in the universal drama of things we repeat the same mistakes over and over again, and unless we stop and listen and learn, we're just going to keep repeating them. The new Citizens Band show that we're rehearsing right now is called The Debt Rattle. It's a show about the economy, but looked at through the lens of Depression era and takes place in a Depression era dance marathon.
Trap, 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 from factory door to door. Union clerk, junior cook, G-Bear feed a store.
People should come check it out because it's gonna be amazing. It'll make you think, it'll make you laugh. There'll be magical fairy dust and girls twirling in the air. It might make you think a little bit.
Now here's a first look you don't want to miss.
Love Down Accessories is a jewelry collection, mostly earrings. I also have headbands and hair pieces. I'd say 99% of it is based or inspired by feathers. It's a jewelry line for the whimsical girl. I definitely use a wide array of feathers, anything from roosters, peacocks. Some things are very, very rare. I like big, bold color, so that really does add a lot of variety to the collection. Every single one is handmade, and I make every single piece. I go to the feather suppliers, and each one really has its own story, and it speaks out. And I usually pick the feather I like, and then pick the findings that I like, and work around it. But everything always starts with a feather. The biggest benefit of having handmade stuff is the amount of love that's put into something. A machine doesn't really assess whether or not something is beautiful. Beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder, and I'm giving everybody a version of what I think is beautiful.
Finally, the Chicago chocolatier's decadent treats truly deliver on taste.
My name is Michael Kennedy. I'm the owner of Kennedy the Chocolatier in the South Loop of Chicago. I consider our process interesting only in that we produce by hand. I think that you can measure the quality a little bit better than something that has been produced by a machine. You can tell that the artist is at work. You're always in the market for new items to produce. Recently, I have been doing the praline checkerboards. Not only is it very smooth, it's not as sweet, and I think it has a nice feel to the palate. Not only do we specialize in quality chocolates, but also we specialize in attractive packaging. So we're dealing not only with handmade chocolates, but handmade paper. And I think all of that, along with the chocolates that were also done with by busy fingers, makes for a very nice symphony.
Now it's time for our Spotlight of the Week, and we're heading back to LA for a handcrafted Italian favorite.
Chico Gelato Cafe has really become a destination place here in Hermosa Beach.
We use fresh ingredients, imported chocolate, imported nuts. We make over 250 flavors, handmade at our store.
Every time you come here, you discover new flavors.
Some of our most popular flavors are the Mediterranean sea salt caramel, our Amarena black cherry swirl, the fondente extra dark chocolate.
Hunka Hunka burning love, and it's peppered with cayenne pepper, so the spiciness mixed with the chocolate, it's just a fantastic flavor experience.
When people come in here that have been told by other people, the two flavors that I find people always saying, oh, I gotta try the Mediterranean sea salt caramel and then the black pepper olive oil. Not only do people love the flavor, but then it's a really big selling point knowing that it's 70% less fat and calories than your traditional ice cream.
But Jugo is a healthy indulgence. Again, it's low fat, low calorie, and it tastes so yummy.
When we come back, singer MIKA tells us what he can't live without.
This is the first place that I ever did a gig at when I was in New York City.
Welcome back. I'm Pedro Andrade here at City Winery. British singer MIKA became a pop sensation in 2007 with the hit single Grace Kelly. And his latest album, The Boy Who Knew Too Much, is already topping the iTunes chart. Currently on tour in the U.S., MIKA stopped by to tell us what he can't live without right here in beautiful New York City.
Hi, I'm MIKA, and my new album, The Boy Who Knew Too Much, is out now. York City, here's a few things that I can't live without. In New York, there's an amazing bar and club called The Box, and this is the first place that I ever did a gig at when I was in New York City.
I'm Simon Hammerstein. I'm one of the owners of The Box in New York City, and we're in the Lower East Side. I really wanted to build a place that people could go and eat, drink, and see a show all at the same time, and bring in non-traditional theater to a market and audience that's never seen it before. So the space was based on a concert saloon in Tucson, Arizona. It seemed like the perfect kind of layout for what we wanted to do.
Like all best things in New York, there's secrets on the outside and quite amazing on the inside.
I'm a big fan of MIKA. I think it's incredibly flattering that he likes us so much, and we're all a huge fan of his incredible music.
Another thing that I love in New York is Dylan's Candy Bar. A couple months ago, I got a letter from Dylan Lauren, who's the owner, and saying that she was playing my first record in the shops, and that made me smile because that is the one place I always bring my cousins to, and I give them a basket each and I tell them to fill it.
Dylan's Candy Bar is one of the world's largest candy stores. There's 15,000 square feet, 3 levels filled with all the candy you can find from around the world, chocolate candies to gourmet specialty candies to gummy bulk candies, tart candies, sour candies. There's really candy, everything for everyone of any age. Dylan's Candy Bar is really one of the world's largest candy stores and definitely the largest candy store in New York City. We get all different types of people, from the person off the street to the celebrity to the tourist to, you know, the person who just wants a break from New York to come into a happy oasis and feel like a kid again.
For a child, it's kind of like a fantasy land.
I'm a big MIKA fan and I love the song Lollipop, so it's perfect at Dylan's Candy Bar. We play it, we dance to it, and it's a fun to have him celebrate us as one of his favorite places.
One thing that I really love in New York City is trying to find somewhere to dance at around 1 o'clock in the morning, and more often than not I'll go back to Don Hill's and dance as if it was 1985.
Don Hill's is an entertainment club, dance club / live performances. Basically, we do party nights. Each night's different from the others.
There are some people that say we're known for doing heavy metal and hard rock. There are other people that say we're known for doing a gay straight type of thing, but we do everything.
It's definitely worth a look.
We love MIKA, and we're glad that MIKA loves us.
I'm MIKA, and my new album, The Boy Who Knew Too Much, is out in the shops right now, and those are my things that I can't live without in New York City.
That's all for this edition of LX TV First Look. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.